Hey guys, I'm doing something a little different this time. I'm doing like a compilation of things, meaning I'm going to show you some stuff I got as either I bought it or I got it as a gift or I won it in a contest. So I just want to let you know that this might be a little bit of a weird video, but I also will be doing a tag, and the tag is called Author Newbie Tag. I believe it's called. Let me check that to make sure that's correct. 2.0, that is. 2.0. And I thought I'd answer some questions on it since I am a author on AuthorTube. Kinda. I do BookTube and AuthorTube. I just talk about books and my writing, so that's really all I do. But I thought I'd just answer some of these questions for you guys, and then I'll show you what I got as gifts, contest winnings, and something I bought. So let's start with the questions, and the first question is, what's your book pitch? Your book's pitch. If you have multiple works, choose your favorite. And I've only been working on one book, not unless of course you count the collection of short stories. But my book's pitch is this. Symbiotic is about two kids, a telepathic buck, and some mean bullies. So, and I've actually ad-libbed the last part there. If you don't know what I'm working on, I am working on a book about this telepathic deer who goes on a rampage, and as a side story or the main story, depending on how you read it, there's two kids who are overwhelmed by two bullies, and it's their journey through, just bullyhood. So what's the second question, you may ask? Well, if you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? I'm an aspiring horror author that is trying to write a great book. Number 3, what do you usually write? Horror. What's something you'll never write? Probably erotica, but if a short story depends on it, I will write horror erotica. So we'll see, maybe one day I'll do that. But I will never do explicit erotica. What's your goal for starting an AuthorTube channel? It's not really an AuthorTube channel, it's more of a BookTube channel, but I also do AuthorTube. So to just document my way to writing my first novel, and maybe other books that I've happened to write along the way. Number 6, what made you start writing? I actually don't know. I think I started listening to creepypastas and thought I could do this. 7, what's your publishing path? I'll probably self-publish, but we'll cross that path when we get there. I would love to be published by a publisher, but I do all the work, except for marketing. I do all the work a publisher does. So I don't really know what path I should go down. I think I'll self-publish my first book and then see where I go from there. Maybe if it grows some people buy the book, maybe publishers will want to pick up my work. So we'll see. What content do you 8. What content do you bring to AuthorTube table? I just document my writing and talk about it with you guys, so you guys can follow my progress and my path to writing novels and books and stories. Number 9, what's your biggest writing struggle? Sorry, I don't know why I thought that said wrestle. Writing struggle. Writing. LOL, no. It's coming up with ideas. Ideas are the hardest thing to come up with sometimes, and yeah. 10, what's your best writing skill? Dialogue. I like to think I'm great at dialogue. At least that's what my teacher told me. And then I decided to answer number 12 instead of 11. It gives you a choice which one to answer. If you're new to AuthorTube, what is your biggest AuthorTube question? My biggest question is, how does one market? 13, are you looking for a channel to follow? Betas, CPs, or other types of writer buddies? Before I answer this, I have no idea what a CP is. So I answered it like this. I'd like to connect with fellow writers, beta readers, and other people that will help me with my progress to becoming a better writer. And then the last question, number 14, what are you most excited about doing this new fresh start on AuthorTube? And I wrote, I have no clue. That is my answers for the newbie book tag. I did that really quick because I really want to share with you the stuff I got. Now, the first thing I won in a contest, and that is Poltergeist, The Legacy. And this is season 1. And I never even heard of this, so I'm excited about it. And yeah, hold on one second. Alright, if you hear some talking in the background, my mom's doing some work, so I apologize. But yeah, I won the Poltergeist season 1 in a contest, and I'm excited to give it a read one, or listen to one day. It's a DVD set. Also, before I say any more, my sister got me these cool stickers from Texas at a shop they went to called Horror Freak. And I got 2 of them here. At the little Shop of Horrors plant, and then I already showed this one, but Jason Voorhees. I thought that was really cool of her to do. She knows I love horror, so I love writing it, and I love reading it. Oh, writing it, reading it, and watching it. And then the guy who gave me, Tony Bacon, by the way, the guy who gave me the Poltergeist Legacy that I won in a contest threw in a gift, and that is Fiends by John Ferris. And he said he was going to do this if I bought something, but I never won anything in his contests or in his book auctions. So he just threw this one in, I guess, and that was very nice of him. Fiends by John Ferris is a big chunk of a book. I had no idea how I'm gonna read this thing, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Eventually down the road, maybe by the end of the year, we'll see. But Fiends by John Ferris is a pretty cool book. And then this is a book I bought. It has seen some better days. I thought it was going to be in better condition. Maybe it was in better condition before it shipped. But you got this top part where it says it's ripped and it's not in the great condition as I thought it would be. I ordered this off Amazon, so there's no challenging it. But the cover says, "They said such a creature could not exist. They were wrong." A novel of chilling horror by Norman Bogner. And that is Snowman. I know I said that all like cheerfully. I didn't mean to. Oh, they got a cigarette advertisement inside. That's how old this book is. I bought this book because someone said it took place in Michigan. Oh yeah. This is printed in 1978, so this is an old book for sure. Oh yeah, it's an old book. I can smell it. But I read that this comes from oh, you know what? It doesn't take place in Michigan, because the first thing I see on the back is California mountains. So I'm guessing the person said that it takes place in Michigan. It was wrong. But I'll read the back for you guys. It left the Himalayas crazed with hunger. It trekked across the Asian wastes, making its way from Siberia to Alaska. Down the face of North America, it came 25 feet of not quite quiet human animal with a desperate craving for human flesh. Then at last, on a serene Californian mountain, at a lush ski resort, it found what it was after. So, not based in Michigan, based in California. Oops. I bought this book solely because someone said I'm reading this and I love the cold weather that it takes place and blah blah blah. It's serene Michigan, and I was like, "Ooh, Michigan, you sold me." Maybe I should have read more thoroughly. Maybe he said something else, but I've been trying to track down books that take place in Michigan. I have The Crooked Tree. I'm trying to get John Stur's Down by the Farm. I have Abomination by Michael C. Norris, or whatever his name is. I can't remember. Big disappointment of a book, by the way. I forgot to put that in my DNF's books. But yeah, Snowman by Norman Bogner. I'm gonna read that soon. Oops, didn't mean to shake the camera. And the only thing I want to share with you is this book. This book, at first, I didn't know if I'd like it because it was written kind of weird. There's no indents in the paragraphs. There was some spelling errors that I think were all computer-based, not author-based. and it just feels like it was a Kindle read that just didn't translate well to a paperback. But as the more I read it, the story is really pretty good. At first I thought the characters would blend in together too much, and there is 2 characters, maybe 3 characters that do blend in with each other, and it's hard to tell them apart. But there's a few characters that I like that I can tell apart, like Shane and Garrett. Those 2 characters I can tell well apart. Ray I can tell apart, and Jose I can tell apart. But then you got characters like Lynn, I think his name is, who I have no idea who he is. He just smokes, and that's his personality. Then there's another character that I can't remember, but I can't even remember their name. That's how forgettable they are. But this book is going well so far. I'm almost 100 pages into it. I'm 95 pages into it, and there's 360 pages in this book until the afterword, and then the afterword's like 2 or 3 pages long. Enjoying this book so far. It's a great coming of age story. I'll give you a review on this, and then maybe I'll do a top 10 coming of age list, because I know you guys are looking forward to my top 10 coming of age list. It's a long time coming. I did a top 5, but ever since then I've read more books, and I've almost read a total of 10 coming of age stories. So my authenticity of my top 5 is going to change and become greater the more I read these coming of age stories. I have a lot of coming of age reads in my TBRs, my coming of age TBR. So yeah, but I hope you guys like this tag and this little haul. Let me know if you want to see these tags and hauls together more often. Maybe I can combine them more often. If you'd like to see them separated, I'll do them separate. But yeah, I hope you have a great day and a spooky night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Now I am become death.